Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So I thought I'd take a break from the 865 videos I was doing lately. Check them out if you haven't, and don't forget to subscribe because I'm preparing more. This video is about chain adjusters for the Interceptor 650 and the Continental GT. Well, from day one I thought that the stock chain adjuster of the Interceptor 650 was ugly. Functional but ugly. So after 3 years of ownership I decided to do something about it. I chose these for purely aesthetic reasons. There are a few other options, but I like these the best. I'll put some links below of what I found so far, and please let me know in the comments if I missed any. I noticed that the same style adjusters, if not altogether the same, come stock with the Hunter 350, the Meteor 350 and the Super Meteor. While inspecting the kit, I spotted the Royal Enfield logo on the inside, so I suppose that this is an OEM part, although there is no other evidence on the packaging. All in all, it's not a difficult job to do, although there are a couple of things that require care and attention, but I thought I'd share it because it might help those who aren't feeling comfortable performing tasks like this. In any case, I suggest that you follow the instructions in the owner's manual. And if you just want to see how the bike looks with the new adjusters, just skip to the end of the video. For everyone else, let's get to it. Well, the first two things I did are completely unnecessary. Don't do them. I had the idea to mark the position of the spindle with masking tape, but it's completely useless. There's no way you can be accurate enough, and anyway you will have to make adjustments using the numbers on the plate against the dent on the swing arm, but we'll see that later. Also, you don't have to remove the nuts, cause the whole assembly comes off when you remove the spindle. But it's a good idea to put something under the wheel so it won't fall off, making it easier to put the spindle back. I used 2 pieces of wood as wedges to keep it in place. Then you have to loosen the 24mm nut and remove the spindle and the adjusters. It's good to put some fresh grease on the new adjusters and the whole length of the spindle after cleaning the old grease. Then the new adjusters go in, followed by the spindle, and we come to the most important part. The chain slack adjustment and the wheel alignment. It's good to keep in mind that there is nothing in these or the stock adjusters that keeps the wheel firmly in position, which means this adjuster assembly only acts as a stop when the wheel is pushed forward. So to avoid unwanted movement, I tighten the spindle nut just a bit so that the wheel won't move freely back and forth, but loose enough so it moves with a little pressure. The manual says that the free play must be between 20 to 30mm, but it doesn't give any other details on how to do it. What I do is measure the free play in the middle of the chain's length, and I make sure that it's on the max limit with the bike on the center stand, so when it sits on its own weight it doesn't get too tight. When I'm happy with a free play, I check that the dent on the swing arm indicates the same number on both sides. And then I tighten a bit more the spindle nut, but not all the way because I want to make sure that the wheel is well aligned. For the alignment I use a string, preferably one that won't stretch easily. And I check that I have the same length from the center of the spindle to a point that is the same on both sides, making sure that the string won't bend around any obstacles and it remains completely straight. The last step is to tighten the nut to 70 Nm of torque according to the manual while holding the spindle on the left side. Then you check that the wheel is moving freely, and that's it. So, although to many it's just a small detail, I think it improves the overall look of the bike. As I said, I did it for purely aesthetic reasons, because in terms of practicality it doesn't really change that much. The price is okay, and it's an opportunity to do some work on your bike, which most of the times is great. Thanks very much for watching, ride safe, and I'll see you next time.